Ostomy bags are generally speaking life-changing. They give people with serious intestinal challenges the freedom to leave their homes, to have a job, and to live a somewhat normal life. But they come with a catch. They're messy and they're unpredictable. And when they overfill or leak, the consequences can range from humiliating to medically serious. So how do we currently track the fill level of these bags? The same way we did 50 years ago with human observation. Sal Caroniti is a nurse who has experienced firsthand the devastation that leaking bags can cause for his patients. But instead of accepting what we have, he did something about it. He developed a patent-pending device that monitors fill levels of bags and provides real-time alerts to patients before a problem or crisis arises. No guessing, no embarrassing accidents, no preventable complications. The technology is elegant, the need is urgent, and for the patients whose lives this touches, this is not simply an improvement, it's transformational. Please join me in welcoming Sal.
Yep. Cool, thank you. Thanks. Thank you, Ethan, very much. That was very nice. Quickly, just want to say thank you again to Ethan, all the EIRs, and JumpStart. This has been an unbelievable experience, and just cannot thank you enough for the opportunity. Hello, everybody. My name is Sal Caroniti. I'm very excited to talk to you today about the an ostomy monitoring system that brings patients their life back. Like Ethan was saying, millions of people a year, 1 million a year in America specifically, lose their life and we are bringing these patients back, giving their lives back. My background, I'm a registered nurse. Unfortunately, I've seen some very extremely sick patients throughout my career and on the day-to-day basis. Of those sick patients, some of the sickest people are digestive disease patients. One story specifically has really impacted my life almost every day. Her name was Susie. It was a girl that was a frequent flyer in the hospital, and she was at her senior prom, and she had a colostomy bag, and her bag exploded on the dance floor. Novostoma didn't exist back then, and there was stool everywhere. A whole school saw. She was greatly affected by this day, and kids are mean. She had a lot of mental health problems, body image issues, and that story wouldn't have happened if Novostoma existed. We should not accept this as standard of care for patients in this country and throughout the world. Believe it or not, that is the reality. Susie's story is the reality for almost 3 out of 4 people. 70% of patients with ostomy bags experience these leaks, blowouts, and complications on a day-to-day basis. 50%, half of these patients are readmitted into the hospital system within 3 months. Less than 3 months, patients are discharged after surgery out into their day-to-day life, and within 3 months, they're back to the hospital. What do you think that does to the hospital systems, to providers, to caregivers, to the patients, their mental health, their diseases? There are currently 0 real-time monitoring solutions on the market today, until now. Novostoma is a smart sensor that sees what patients can't, what Susie could not. You and I, it's a little gross, it was a little after lunch, but our body sends our brain a signal. We have to go to the bathroom, we go to the bathroom, we come back, we go about our day. Susie's did not do that. Novostoma is in the business of giving patients like Susie prevention, confidence, and continuity back, round-the-clock monitoring 24/7. These patients, like Susie, have 3 options. Continue to do what has already been done, nothing since the 70s. Nothing has changed in this space since disco was popular. So they have to continue to real-time data track, pen to paper, emailing their NPs and surgeons and mid-levels. And after a while, that practice typically fades. The second option is to have more surgeries, more procedures, go under more anesthesia, and have an internal device put into their colon, and they're readmitted up again because of infection? How would you like to have your colon sticking out of your side and have another device put in there? It's already a problem. Or the third option, Novostoma, gives you on the left side of the board all those options right there. And the solution seems pretty clear to me. Thanks to JumpStart again, we are building our IP moat with a system with a combination of hardware and software. Please come talk to me afterwards, connect with me and our team afterwards about our provisional patents being filed, and I could give you do a deep dive more into that information if you have any questions. Again, little gross, but I always like to say there's money in poop. This is a largely untapped sector of healthcare. The industry often forgotten. Nearly $1 billion in fluid collection bags alone. We are confident with leading early adopters that we will be able to capture the 50 to 75 million range in the form of a SOM. Leading first with our direct-to-consumer approach. First, we're going to go direct to consumers like these patients that you're seeing here. Shortly after, we will move into the insurance and hospital systems with the correct CPT codes and pathway moving forward. But to start off, we're going to go D2C. This is our business model. Again, please come and talk to me afterwards, and I can do a deep dive into that. But the biggest thing I wanted to say on that is that we have a recurring revenue stream model with our application that repeats monthly. Next phases, we've done our homework, optimizing. We are pilot ready. We are going to be completing our patent filing and finalizing our regulatory pathway. We have a big meeting next week to discuss this process moving forward and filing hopefully before July. But moving forward, into the end of 2026 and beyond, we're going to be validating, commercializing, and scaling. And you can see here some of our pathway moving forward. We are very excited about the future. We are going to be asking for $1 million in form of a safe. These percentages are where that money will be allocated in terms of where it'll be used and go towards. Again, please come and connect with me afterwards. The 6 minutes goes quick. I am very fortunate. I don't have to. I get to work with these three gentlemen every single day. It is a very huge blessing for me. This company would not be anywhere near where it is today if it wasn't for their daily input. And I cannot say enough about Dirk, Bill, and Justin. Over a century of experience, and if you haven't heard enough from me, if I don't know it, they certainly do. In conclusion, again, 1 million Americans, not just Susie, but there are many more people and many more horrific stories just like that I hear on a day-to-day basis and on forums and throughout the community of digestive disease. We are ready. This is a problem that could be very easily solved with our device and helping these patients improve their lives and not have any problems like Susie had. Thank you very much, and please come and connect with me afterwards. Thank you.